Good day, gamers. 14 here, and welcome to episode 16 of Minecraft StoneBlock. Hello, everyone. I am doing well, and I hope you're doing well as well. Googly eyes aside, it has been a pretty good day. Please excuse any rumbly bumbles you hear in the background. It is storming quite a lot here in my neck of the woods. That's not going to be deterring me from getting some recording done today for a new episode. We have more chickens to breed and crossbreed. We have more machines to make, and perhaps some enchanting to do. So let's get started with all of that. First order of business, as we've been doing, is we're going to take our 10 eggs that we've most recently made and go ahead and get those hatched up into 10 chickens. We can go ahead and take these in progress chickens and pop them over into our dumpage chest for now, and we'll call them a little later on. We head on over here, put the eggs into the nests like so. Boop and a boop. That's 3, 4, and 5. All right, 5 10 eggs currently hatching. This lead chicken has been growing very, very slowly. It's taken forever for it to go from a 111 to a 333 and now to a 555, and it has yet to drop a 777 egg. So this little booger is just going to be sitting right here, and hopefully we'll get at least a 777 by the end of the episode. But those eggs are hatching, or working on being hatched. So we have that. Let's go ahead and get our first crossbreed of the episode started. Let's see. I believe we will do coal and ink black. And if we take a look at what these two combine into, coal and ink black becomes graphite. Not something that we really need, but once we are working with a bunch of the different reactors, I believe graphite is used in their production or powering. Not quite sure, because I really haven't done a whole lot with reactors, but it's good to have a chicken and a source of graphite for when I need it. So that crossbreed is now going. Speaking of chickens, chickens that I have been making, you've seen pretty much all the ones that I've made, at least the first version of on camera. I realized after a bit that there was a certain kind of chicken that I could make manually, and I realized that I didn't yet. So let's go ahead and get that taken care of now. If we take a regular chicken and we right click it with a grass block, it becomes a boop beep chicken. It's a very, very strange little creature. But yeah, the boop beep chicken, what that does is that lays grass blocks. I had to obviously have a grass block to be able to make the boop beep chicken. But that's just going to sit right there, creating its drops of feathers, manure, grass blocks for whatever reason. And we'll, proceed to make it up to be a 10 as we've done with every other chicken. But I realized as I was looking through my lists of chickens, I'm like, oh wait, I haven't made that one yet. So let me go ahead and take care of that. And now we have. Okay, 10s are going. We made the boop beep chicken. There is something that I want to go ahead and make. It's just going to be a little tool that'll be helpful when I'm kind of running around and I need to craft something real quick, instead of like running all the way over to the crafting bench here, or especially if I'm having to combine together a whole bunch of either coal or charcoal or cobblestone for when I'm digging. There's the crafting table on a stick. If we take a look right here, crafting table on a stick. It's literally just a crafting table and a sign, and what it does is it lets you craft 3x3 stuff in your inventory. Now, I do know that there is an actual inventory upgrade that you can make. If we take a look, yeah, the inventory upgrade, or the inventory crafting table. Basically what this allows you to do is press a button when you're in this menu, and it opens up a 3x3 crafting right here. But until then, I'm just going to go ahead and take the crafting table, and we now have a crafting table on a stick. So whenever I need to craft something, I just go boop, and there we go. It's 3x3 crafting. It's portable. I don't have to worry about, you know, especially when I'm digging out the next area of center base, I don't have to worry about, okay, I have to climb back up, run all the way over to this crafting station, combine all the cobblestone into compress, double compress, triple compress, whatever. I can just combine everything down there and not have to worry about it. So crafting table on a stick. It's a nice little basic tool. I'll just have it with me. Okay, that is done. The next thing that I want to focus on while we are waiting for these eggs to hatch, we're going to be jumping back into immersive engineering. Now, last time I said I was looking for the projector to give a little hologram of the different multi-block structures that can be made in immersive engineering. What I didn't realize at the time, but I found out now doing some extra research, is that the projector is actually added in by Immersive Petroleum, which is an add-on to immersive engineering that lets you mine crude oil, convert it into diesel and gasoline and ethylene and all those things. The projector block, when you combine it in this crafting bin here, with a specific page in the engineer's manual, for example, if I want to make, let's say I want to make the assembler. So I'd open up the manual to this page, the assembler. I combine it with the projector here, and it creates a little hologram of that multi-block structure that I can place on the ground and know exactly where I need to place the blocks. Like I said, that was added in by Immersive Petroleum because some of the multi-block structures in that mod are so large, like the distillery tower, the pump jack, and so on, that they need you to have something to be able to make a multi-block structure that is 16 blocks tall. So I didn't realize that it wasn't in immersive engineering by default. So last time when I was looking to make the immersive engineering stuff, I'm like, oh, where's the projector? I got to make that. It's not in here, but that's okay. You can definitely make the multi-block structures without the projector. I was just looking for it because I had used it previously in SevTech and thought it was a default thing, not an add-on thing. So, oh well. But again, not a biggie. So going into immersive engineering, I do want to make these crates right here. I want to make a wooden storage crate and then a reinforced storage crate. No real need to make one. I just kind of want to make one to store the different blueprints and stuff that I got, like these, as well as some of the treated wood and such, just to have a better spot to put it right now while I'm working on other projects. I'm just going to keep it like right here in front of the engineer's workbench. So the wooden storage crate is literally just a chest made of treated wood planks, which we have a little bit of. We do need to make some more, but that's okay because we have a whole bunch of creosote oil. So let's go ahead and grab a bucket. And we'll grab this much wood planks and just do the thing. In fact, we can go ahead and use the crafting table on a stick. So that, boop, 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 done. Just do that a few times. Boop, boop. And that way we'll have enough treated wood planks to be able to make a few things with. Let's do one more crafting, and I think our chickens are ready to hatch. And they are already starting to hatch, so let's go take care of them. Grab my... Yep, there they are. I see their little icons on the screen over there. Let us go grab our new baby chickens. All of them hatched. Very nice. And then we'll check on our crossbreed in just a second. Come Come on, little chickens, little baby chickens. Let's get your timer down. Little baby chickens. Okay, that one is good. And that one is good. Add some more seeds to the pile here. Boop. All right, and you are now good. Feed you. I see my snowball chicken over there. Boop. Come on, get over here, you little googly-eyed booger. All right, wait for you to grow up. Thank you. And you, perfect. Okay. So, to make sure that we have plenty of these guys, let's go ahead and set them down so we can get a few more 10 eggs out of them. And once we have those 10 eggs, we can then potentially use these guys for some crossbreeding. Oop, that guy had a hat on. And there we go. Perfect. All right. Those 10 chickens are done. Check the crossbreed. Hey, we've got some graphite chickens. Very nice. Let's go ahead and let this breed finish up. We'll go grab the next one. Oh. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Perfect. All right. Grab these chickens. Oh, we got another graphite chicken. Nice. So we're only going to need one of these graphite chickens. The rest can go in the dumpage bin. Very nice. Got a very strange eyes. Like a weird blue-green eyes there. Well, that's okay. All right. We're going to drop you off, you off. You are extra ink black chickens. And you are in progress graphite chickens. Okay, next chicken. We need an iron chicken and a coal chicken. We head up here. Let's see. Coal chicken and what was I just? Oh, the ink black ones. That's right. Coal and iron. Where's my iron chicken? There you are. And these two together are going to make a steel chicken. Which kind of steel? Doesn't matter. I can use all of them. Okay, coal chicken, iron chicken. That will make a steel chicken. How are you guys doing? Did you finally drop? Hey, you finally dropped a 777. Nice. And how about you, Beep Boop? You're getting along, and you haven't dropped anything yet. Okay. We'll check up on them in a minute. Okay. So the immersive crate, we've got ourselves a wooden storage crate. And then for the reinforced storage crate, we need 2 iron plates and 2 iron rods. The iron plates, we can make a few different ways. We can either use the plate cast or just combine it in the inventory with the engineer's hammer. Either way. So 1, 2, 3, 4 should be plenty. Boop, boop. And engineer's hammer, like so. And we can always repair the engineer's hammer in the diamond anvil if necessary. And then from here, we got the iron rods. Make the reinforced storage crate. Again, don't really have to make this. I just kind of wanted to because I could. So we are going to place it right there. And then we'll use that to store all of the blueprints. So we'll grab the blueprints themselves. Put them right here. Let's see, metal press, crafting components, arc furnace electrodes, common projectiles, press, specialized projectiles. There we go. engineer's hammer, the wire cutters, and we'll put these here with the creosote oil. Perfect. That'll work nicely. Okay. Back to it. Cobblestone, a bucket, and wood. Okay. So we've got that. We need to make the materials for the metal press. So we take a look in the book. Put the chicken stuff away for the moment. We need metal press. There we go. So to make the metal press, we need steel scaffolding, redstone engineering block, a piston, conveyor belts, and a heavy engineering block. So we're going to make these one at a time and then assemble the multi-block structure. So steel scaffolding is pretty easy to make. It's just steel with steel rods. We make the steel rods the same way we did the iron rods. So let's grab some steel, which I have a fair amount of. Oh, by the way, these uranium blocks, I was going through my raw ores box and I saw that I had a whole bunch of the yellorium dust. So I'm like, okay, you can actually make two different things out of the yellorium dust when you smelt it. You can either smelt it into yellorium ingots, or if you happen to put it into the smeltery through Tinker's Construct, it becomes molten uranium. And then when you pour that out, it becomes uranium blocks. So I haven't done anything special with the yellorium to make it uranium. I haven't done any like extra processes on it. I just literally tossed a bunch of stacks of the yellorium dust into the smelter and it became uranium. Here's the uranium blocks. And then I smelted a bunch of the yellorium to make yellorium blocks. Just wanted to let you know in case you saw these in here and go, hey, I haven't seen you do anything with those yet. That's why I was just cleaning up some of the yellorium dust that I had made previously because I had a lot of it. Okay. Blocks of steel. We got steel ingots. Go ahead and make, we'll make this many steel rods for now. We need some steel scaffolding. Got it. Take a look in our book. And it's nice because it puts a check mark next to the stuff you've already made when you have enough of it. We need a redstone engineering block. These are pretty easy to make. It's iron, redstone, and copper. So we'll grab some of that. Redstone, iron, and we have a whole bunch of copper. There we go. So, redstone engineering block. Thank you. Next up, we need a piston, which is going to be, I think you can make pistons pretty much any old way. See if there's any special recipes. Nope, it's just wood, cobblestone, iron, and redstone. I know in a couple mod packs, you can actually make, instead of using redstone, you can actually use like a lever, and that will allow you to make the there we go. That'll allow you to make the piston. But I guess in this one, it's just redstone, which again is perfectly fine. So we have the piston. Perfect. We need conveyor belts. Now I know this one has a couple different recipes. Immersive engineering conveyor belt. We can either use the not very expensive plastic, but more expensive plastic, or we can just make it with leather. And you know what? I have a ton of free and easy leather from the ground trap from Pam's Harvest Craft, so I'm just going to use the leather, because why not? There we go. Got the conveyor belts. And last but not least, we need a heavy engineering block. That is going to be... So we got some stuff. We got some steel ingots. We need 2 more pistons. We need some electrum, which we haven't made yet. And then these steel mechanical components, which are made in the engineer's workbench out of steel plates and copper. So we'll go ahead and make that now. We have some steel, we have some copper. We need the steel plates. So we can pretty easily just make them with the hammer here. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. All right, we got the steel plates. We take the blueprint for, there we go, crafting components. Pop the blueprint in here. And again, to make these, it takes steel plates and copper. So 4 steel plates and 2 copper. Boop. There we go. All right. Now we need electrum, which again, we have not made yet. We could go through the whole process of making the alloy kiln or making the arc furnace, and there are some chickens that we can use to make electrum. But we can also just make molten electrum by combining silver and gold in the smeltery. So let's go ahead and do such things. Break that off. We're going to swap that with that. Put the faucet back on. Now I don't need to make a whole lot of electrum just yet, but I do want to have at least a couple blocks of it. Looking through my stuff, no electrum yet. So let's do 1, 2, 3. Let's do 4 blocks of gold and then 4 blocks of silver. Right, electrum is gold and silver. Yep. So it's a 1-to-1 ratio to make electrum. 4 blocks of gold, 4 blocks of silver. That's going to be melting for a minute or two. While that is melting, let me go check on my chickens real quick. That process takes a little bit of time. All right, let's see. All of these guys should have triple 10 eggs by now. Yes, perfect. So there's the gold chicken with the triple 10 gold egg. We've got ourselves the copper chicken with plenty of triple 10 copper eggs. Very nice. Thank you. I will sort these guys out later. For right now, I'm just going to pop them back into my chicken box. Okay. Gold chicken. Actually, I'm going to put them like right here just to remind myself they are not sorted yet. There we go. Okay. Put away the gold. Put away the feathers. The manure. And I don't need this copper on me at the moment. Boop, thank you. We're also going to check our crossbreed in just a moment. Have a little swig of apple juice. Alrighty, Snowball Chicken, how you doing? Perfect. You've got some snowball eggs. Triple 10. Boop. Thank you. Nope, wrong one. There we go. Silver chicken. Silver chicken is done as well. Perfect. Nope, he had a hat on. Put this chicken away, then we'll check the electrum. On over to chickens. Snowball chicken, snowball eggs, silver chicken, silver eggs, and actually I can put that egg there. Silver goes away, feather goes away, snowball goes away. There we go. Electrum, how are we doing? Good. We have completed all 8 blocks of electrum. Nice. Just let that go ahead and filter out. Grab a quick drink of water. Lime chicken. Lime chicken is done. Perfect. Grab that. Lime chicken. And then let's check the crossbreed. Hey, we got steel chickens. Awesome. Okay. Set our steel chicken down. Boop. You shall start breeding up quite nicely. There we go. Sorry about that. Let's just wait for this. Actually, we can put the lime chicken away real quick while we wait for this crossbreed to finish. There we go. Lime chicken. We have that. The manure. That's the feathers. Pour that out. And we'll go grab that finished chicken breed. And give it just a moment while we wait. Seven, 8, 9, and done. Perfect. Okay. So the coal chicken goes away, the iron chicken goes away, and the steel chicken, since we have a steel chicken there, will go into the dumpage chest to be culled later on. Chickens away. Okay. So steel chicken is done. Got it. Let's see. Snowball and sand chicken is going to make a clay chicken. Okay. So we'll grab our snowball chicken that we were working on earlier. And sand, which we should have. There you are. I guess combining snow plus sand equals clay? Sure. I would think it would be, you know, more likely to have like water plus sand, not exactly a snowball, but you know, sure. It actually takes gunpowder and snowball to make a water chicken. We're gonna have to make that, and I think that might even be on my list of ones to do today, so we'll see. But in any event, we're gonna go ahead and get our clay chicken started up. We need some more electrum. Thank you for the electrum. All right, and that should be enough electrum, considering we only really needed 1 ingot, to make the heavy engineering block. We do need to make 2 more pistons, because we're going to need to use 2 of them to make the heavy engineering block. Like so. Thankfully enough, we get 2 craftings of it, so that's nice. All right. So now we should have everything we need, yes, to actually put together the metal press. Let us grab some universal cabling here. And we're just going to quick and dirty attach this to our power supply. This is where I'm saying I definitely need to go ahead and start digging down into the first basement for all the machines I'm going to make. Let's turn on this face of the ultimate energy cube. So let's see, not that side, there we go. Output, perfect. So 1, 2, 3. That'll be good enough for the moment. All right, engineer manual, perfect. So we take the scaffolding here, redstone there, the piston here, and the heavy engineer block here. So I'm going to have it like this. We have the redstone engineering block like so. We take the 2 conveyor belts. We're going to have them facing, hey, we got an advancement. Road to nowhere. Place conveyor belt. Nice. Okay. And we place that there. We do need to place the piston, and I think we can actually rotate the piston like that. Perfect. Heavy engineering block goes on top, and hey, we've got it. We've made the metal press from immersive engineering, and we got the advancement, pressing matters. Form the metal press. We skipped over 2 other advancements of create a blast furnace and create a steel ingot. So we do need to make the blast furnace at some point and utilize it for both the advancement and to say that we've done so. But for right now, we do have the metal press, so that is nice. I will want to make a bit more universal cable to be able to attach up to here to power it. The universal cable should just be steel and redstone. Let me take a look. Yeah, it's just steel and redstone, which I've got plenty of. And I also have plenty of the mechanism alloys to make it all the way to the top right off the bat. So 2 steel and a redstone, basic universal cable, advanced universal cable, elite universal cable, and ultimate universal cable. Perfect. Okay. So we snake this up to there. The metal press now has power, but we do need to put the press molds on it. To do that, we need to make them, which isn't going to take all that much. Put that away. So we take the blueprints out of here, and we need the metal press mold plates, which is these ones. Thank you. We take that, and for all of these, they're going to take steel plates and engineer's wire cutters to make all of these. It's not going to take much to do so. It's just going to take a lot of steel plates. So let's take these steel rods. We need the engineer wire cutters. We can also go ahead. Let's move this here. We can put away these immersive engineering items for right now. Let's empty out our inventory a little bit. Copper. You can put away the wood. Put away the electrum. I will sort out the inventory here in a bit, just to get the electrum where it needs to be. And I've already made up previously a bunch of steel, because I knew I was going to need a bunch of steel for this. There we go. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's going to be about 40 steel ingots made into steel plates. So let's just make sure we make everything. And perfect. Okay. I just wanted to make sure that I did not do too much damage to the engineer hammer. But again, as always, if we need to, we can just chuck it in here. Oh, really? Does not? Do you not repair like that? Okay, then. Well, we'll have to be a little careful. Ah, but we can put mending on it, so good to know. We can't repair it in the diamond anvil, but we can repair it that way, so that is good. Okay. We have our steel plates. We have our engineer wire cutters, and we'll make one of these at a time. We have the plates. We have the gear. We have the rod. We have the bullet casings. We have the wire. We have the packing 2x2, the packing 3x3, and the unpacking. Perfect. Now, funnily enough, these metal press molds are never exhausted. They don't break. They don't have durability. So this metal press mold blueprint can actually go into the retired bin because I'm never going to need it again. I'm never going to need to make any of these ever again. I'm going to hold on to the blueprint just because, but honestly, I don't need it anymore. It's done. It's over with. It is a retired thing. Now, why were we making the metal press mold? Well, for a bunch of things. There's a bunch of stuff that it's going to be faster and easier to craft with the metal pressing stuff than it will be like combining the stuff in our inventory. But the main thing we wanted to do is we want to use the metal press mold rod specifically for, if we take a look at the blaze powder, we go to the metal press. Blaze rod. Now, wait a second. I'm having a dumb moment here. I'm having a very dumb moment. I could have sworn when I was looking up before that using the metal press, I could press the blaze powder back into blaze rods. Why am I not seeing that recipe now? That's the compactor, which we can make. That's the compressor by Industrial Craft. I'm not sure. Let me take off my ring of magnetization because now I have a confuse. I could have sworn that... Okay, Fortain, you are... I don't know if we're hallucinating or what, but I'm pretty darn sure that I've seen in this mod pack the recipe of, okay, take the blaze powder, do this with the metal press, and that converts it into the rod. Because obviously the crusher, yeah, does that. The squeezer turns it into blaze powder. Okay. I'm going to say that I made a mistake. I made an oopsies. We're still going to have the... We're going to still have the metal press because we have other stuff that we can do with it. I'm not sure. I apologize, everyone. I had taken a look. I thought I had taken a look at this before and saw that that could be done that way. Apparently I'm wrong. So, oh well. I'm pretty darn sure I'm not mixing up information from SevTech, but it could be. Not the first time, and probably not the last time, but again, I'm pretty sure that I recently, like, as I made up the list for today's episode's worth of stuff to put together, that I could use the metal press to make the blaze rods. Oh well. Let's go ahead and grab this crossbreed here. We got some clay chickens, so that's good. Go ahead and place one down. Boop. We now start making clay chickens, which is awesome. What was it that the snowball chicken made? It was snowball and gunpowder makes a water chicken. Let's go ahead and get that set up. But yeah, in any event, the whole reason that I need blaze rods is because it's used to make the next tier of cobblestone generator, which is what I was aiming for today, which I'm still gonna make. Let's see. We have extra... Oh, snowball chickens go right here. There we go. Snowball chicken and the gunpowder chicken makes a water chicken. But yeah, the whole point of me making the metal press right now is because I want to make the next tier of cobblestone generator. And to do that, I need blaze rods, not blaze powder. Snowball, gunpowder. Make a water chicken. So I guess we're going to use the compactor instead. Okay. Yep. So I apologize, everyone. I thought I did my research correctly. I must have goofed somewhere, and yeah. Okay. So thermal expansion compactor. Let's see what we need. Copper gear, redstone receptor coil, a machine frame, some bronze, and a piston. Okay, that's fairly easy to make. Let's go ahead and make that. Let's go ahead and pour out the rest of this electrum. What was it again? The thermal expansion compactor. All right. So the piston is, again, just wood, cobblestone, iron. Let's put the engineering stuff away because we don't need it at the moment. Wood. We need iron, redstone, and cobblestone. So, got a piston. We need bronze ingots, which I think I have some bronze already. Nope, I actually need to make some bronze. Okay, cool. Not a problem. Once we get all of the electrum out of here, we can make bronze. Let's see. Yeah, I guess we're just going to use a metallurgic infuser. So it's 1 tin to 3 coppers makes bronze. So let's see. 1 tin to 3 copper. That is going to be 9. Okay. So let's go ahead and crush. There we go. We crush the tin. Perfect. We go to the infuser or enricher. Bloop, bloop, bloop. There we go. Infuser. Okay. So we do that. We have 30 tin. Oop. Perfect. Okay. We got bronze. Easy bronze. Easily done. All right. Next up, we need the machine frame, which is iron, glass, and a tin gear. We've got a fair amount of glass already made. We need more iron. And we need tin gear. We'll just use this. There we go, tin gear. Makes a machine frame. Perfect. We need 2 copper gears, so that's just going to be copper itself. Bloop, bloop, bloop. There we go. 2, 2, 2, 2. There's my copper gears. And we need a redstone reception coil, which is just redstone and gold. Okay, that's easy enough to make. And grab some gold. We have a redstone reception coil, and that makes a compactor basic. Cool, okay. Oh. There are definitely times where I feel a little derpy when I make a mistake like that. I know it's not a big deal, but when I'm like, oh, searching for all the recipes and putting everything in order to produce an episode, and then, oh, wait, I've messed up somehow. Oh, well. But in any event, what we can now do is we can take the blaze powder that we've gotten before. That's in raw ores. And using the blaze powder, it takes 5 blaze powder to make 1 blaze rod. So we're going to need 40 blaze powder because we need 8 blaze rods to make the next cobblestone generator. Boop. Okay, so that's actually going to go pretty quickly, which is nice. Ha. Oh, okay. It's outputting automatically to... Okay. It was set to automatically output to the block next to it, and that's this hopper right here underneath the shredder, which then put it into here. Okay, I'm like, hey, I now have the advancement into fire, which is a standard Minecraft one. Is it? It's not a husband. Oh, it's for the nether. Yeah. Relieve a blaze of its rod. Well, we haven't actually done that. We just made a blaze rod. We do have to go into the nether, which we definitely will be doing at some point. Okay. Let me clear out my inventory real quick while that is being produced. Empty out some more electrum here. All right, iron. The bronze I will put right here. That way I can sort it with the electrum later on. Tin, we can put away the glass and the cobblestone and the wood. There we go. Okay. There we go. We now have 8 blaze rods. So all we have to do is take the cobblestone generator and we surround the cobblestone generator with the blaze rods. And we got the cobblestone generator tier 4, which makes 1 block of cobblestone every 5 ticks, aka it's going to make 4 cobblestone per second. And there's the quest done. Better questing, quest lines. There we go. Cobblestone generator, tier 4. We claim our useless loot chest. That goes away. And let's go ahead and make the final tier of cobblestone generator. So if we surround it with emeralds, we get the tier 5 cobblestone generator. Makes 1 cobblestone block every tick. So remember, there's 20 ticks per second. So we're looking at making 20 cobblestone a second. I hope my auto compressor can keep up with it. If not, I have another method that I plan on like storing and then compressing the cobblestone. But we're going to test it real quick just to see. Okay. Cobblestone generator tier 5. that completes that quest. Yep, 1 cobblestone per tick. Okay. Put that away. Now, if we take a look, we now have access to 2 other places, the Deep Dark and the Aroma Mining Dimension. The Deep Dark, lots of mobs and ores. The Deep Dark portal is made with quintuple compressed cobblestone, sextuple compressed cobblestone, and septuple compressed cobblestone. So 5 times compressed, 6 times compressed, and 7 times compressed. So it's going to take a long time, not really a long time, but a good amount of time to be able to compress all the cobblestone needed to make this one Deep Dark portal. We also have the Aurora Mining Dimension, a mining dimension, which takes 10 portal frames and the Mining Multi-Tool. The Mining Multi-Tool takes 2 quintuple compressed cobblestone, which is 5 times compressed, stone pick, flint and steel, and stick. So we now have, or we will have access to 2 different dimensions that we can go and just mine up all the things. Let me go ahead and put away that loot chest. And again, this is just going to be a test to see if this compressor can keep up with the cobblestone generator. If not, I'm going to remove it and I'm going to alter this little setup here. Boom. Let's see. Good to know, it cannot keep up with it. So if you'll notice, this is gaining more cobblestone in these stacks than this can compress at one time. It's working on it. It's definitely attempting to, but we're running out of space here. So that gets brought up. And in the time that it took for me to break that, it generated 10 cobblestone. Yeah. So this thing is going to be going very quickly. Let's see. So that is, there we go. Standard, compressed, double, triple, quadruple, quintuple. Okay. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to basically alter this setup to where the cobblestone will go into a storage crate, and then from the storage crate, it'll be pulled into the compressor, and then we'll allow it to cycle a lot better. It'll also make sure that the compressor itself does not overfill with cobblestone, and then the generator just run without being able to actually produce anything. So good to know, good to test ahead of time. We're just going to set that right there for now. But now we do have the max speed cobblestone generator, which is very nice. Let's check our crossbreeds. Hey, we have ourselves a water chicken. Our first watery chicken. Okay. Water chicken. It's gonna go right there and create some watery eggs, which does not sound very appealing now that I say it. We've got our clay chicken. Let's see. Just going through my list of stuff here. Got that. Got that. Got that. All right. So we went through all the stuff for the metal press for not nothing. Again, we will be using it for other things, but unfortunately, like I said, that was my mistake, and I do apologize about that. I don't want to give you all incorrect information, but there's going to be the occasional time where I just make a mistake. So, hey, there we go. But at least we've now made the correct thing that we need to make the blaze rods. All right. Grab those chickens. Put away these chickens. Grab our next set of crossbreeds. Boop and a boop. Let's see. String and Cocoa Brown. So string and a cocoa brown chicken is going to make a leather chicken. So not cow meat, but leather. So now we're going to have another infinite source of leather. Perfect. Let's have a slurp of some apple juice. Double slurp it. Okay. So I am going to next work on some mechanism stuff. Hello, Miss Kittums. You'll be getting some food shortly, I promise. So previously, we made the osmium compressor to be able to make the atomic disassembler, because we need the refined obsidian ingots. There we go. So yeah, the atomic disassembler requires refined obsidian ingots. That takes the osmium compressor to convert refined obsidian dust with some liquid osmium into that refined obsidian. So the refined obsidian itself is pretty easy. It is simply imbuing crushed obsidian or obsidian dust with diamond. I think I have some already made up. Nope, I don't, but that's easy enough to make. So we have a compressed diamond. Let's grab 2 pieces of obsidian, because 1 piece makes 4 dust. So that'll be 8 total. And I believe I put this all the way over, yes, in the enrichment chamber. So that goes there. We now have the 8 obsidian dust. And then in the infuser, which we have right here, compressed diamond, we take the obsidian dust. We now have refined obsidian dust. Hello, Miss Kittums. How are you? You are a good girl. And you will get food shortly, because I am almost done. Getting close to being done. So I'm not sure exactly how much osmium this is going to take. It says it takes 200 millibuckets of osmium, but it doesn't really say how much osmium is there. Like, if we take a look, blah, 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 blah. That's the crusher. Okay. Osmium compressor. So let's see. 1 osmium ingot. Okay, good. So 1 ingot is 200 liquid osmium. Good to know. Perfect. Okay. That's easy enough to do. So 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. Boop, boop, and you have enough to do it. Just finish it. Weird. Interesting. Little graphics bug. That's fine. But we have our refined obsidian. Good to good. Let's see. From here, we're going to make the atomic disassembler. We're going to be using this to do probably a lot of digging for our first basement here for center base. It's pretty easy to make. It's atomic alloy, an energy tablet, and 4 enriched alloys. The energy tablet is simply more enriched alloys, gold, and redstone. So grab some enriched. We have that. Grab an atomic alloy. And we're going to need gold and redstone. So we'll make the energy tablet. We'll make the atomic disassembler like so. So this thing stores a lot of power. It stores 1 million joules. So all we have to do is fill it up like so. And thankfully enough, it fills up pretty fast. 8, 9, and 10. Perfect. So I believe if we... Yeah. So we have a couple different ways to mine with this. So we have normal, slow, fast, vein mining, extended vein mining, and off, which just turns the machine off completely. I'll usually either be having it run on normal or fast. And what that does is it basically has it break blocks as if it has, if it's a diamond pick with efficiency 3 on it for normal, efficiency 5 for fast. So I'll be able to break through a lot of the stone that is going to be comprising the basement pretty quickly. Okay, put away that. Let's see. The last thing that I would like to do is I want to start prepping for enchanting. Now, one of the things we were talking about previously was the enchantment extractor and enchantment applicator. If we take a look, yeah, right here. This enchantment extractor is what we need. In fact, that's actually something we were using before. I remember now. Okay. So we need plastic, which we're making. We don't have nether brick, but what we do have, well, we have the nether brick now. We were originally making the nether rack to make the nether brick for this specific thing. I just didn't have time to make the plastic before. We have plastic now, so we're good for that. Let's see. We need 2 books. We need another machine frame, which is iron, glass, and tin. The books are going to be easy. We're going to make probably a lot of them with Tinker's Construct. And we're going to need string. There we go. We need iron, glass, and tin. Glass. We need iron and tin. There we go. So we need a tin ingot, oops, like so, or excuse me, a tin gear. That's what I meant to say. Machine frame, got it. 2 diamonds and a gold gear. Put that away, got plenty of diamonds. And a gold gear, which is just 4 gold. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. Oh, I need to make the books. Herp derp. And we're going to use this recipe right here because it's quick and easy. Okay, so we have the enchantment extractor from Industrial foregoing. Let's remove the compactor for right now. Got it. And we're going to put in the enchantment extractor. So what this is going to do is we're going to enchant something. And yes, we do have to make an enchanting table, which we'll be doing momentarily. I do want to check something just out of curiosity's sake. Nope. What was it? The gauge dropper. Panes of glass and an osmium ingot. I just want to see if this works real quick. Because that's the little visual bug, or the little bug with the osmium compressor. I'm not like worried or concerned if I have lost an ever so slight amount of osmium. It's not a big deal. But I do want to see if I can get what is in there out. There we go. Okay, yeah, it must have been a bug. Okay, that's fine. Cool, not a biggie. All right, very good to know. But yes, so we've got ourselves the enchantment extractor. We need to make the enchanting table, which will be, I think, our second enchanting table. We're just going to make the standard one with obsidian, diamond, and the book. So 1, 2, 3, 4, obsidian. We need what? 2 diamonds? Yes, 2 diamonds and a book. Boop. And we already have a book. Okay, we got an enchanting table. Let's place it right here. Now, there's obviously multiple ways that you can set up to make a level 30 enchantment. You can use magical wood, you can use a bunch of bookcases or bookshelves. What I would like to use is going to be, it's called the Enchanting Pylon, I believe it is. It's from Botania. Let's see, is it the Mana Pylon? It should be, I think it should be this Mana Pylon. Let me check the book real quick. Make sure I'm thinking of the right thing. Mana Pylon. Yes, okay. So gold, mana steel, and mana diamonds. Easy enough to make. 1, 2. Need that. Along with some gold. Let's break this gold apart here. All right. 2, just 2 mana pylons is enough. I have been checking. There is no method that I have found in this mod pack, and I want to be specific with that, with this mod pack, to get higher than a level 30 enchantment. So there's no use in making like a whole surrounding of different of bookshelves. There's no use for making like a whole crap ton of the magical wood or a ton of these mana pylons. You simply make a couple, place them in the normal orientation like so and like so, and that gets you a level 30 enchantment. Now, obviously, we only have 26 levels at the second, but we're going to be getting more momentarily. Let's do this and this because I want to make some more books before we end today's episode. I want to make more blank patterns like so to make more books like so, and I need paper, which I have a bunch of paper left over from the paper bark trees that were going before. Okay, now the reason I want to have a bunch of books made is because of the enchantment extractor. Let's get ourselves up to level 30. There we go, level 30. And we're going to grab some lapis, because of course we need lapis for the enchanting. Gonna go check our chickens one more time before we end. We have ourselves a leather chicken. All right, perfect timing, look at that. Okay, grab our leather chicken. And we will set that up to begin breeding itself up. Boop. How are you guys doing? Water chicken is doing okay. Clay chicken already has a 333. We already have a 333 for steel. Very nice. We've got no 333s for graphite. But we got a 333 for the beet boop. And lead chicken. Oh, lead chicken's finally got some 777s. Okay, cool. We'll continue that cycle later. So my goal with the enchantment extractor is this. I take an item, say my diamond sword, for example. I put 3 lapis in here, and I do a level 30 enchant. And I get the advancement enchanter. Now, obviously, I'm going to get some enchants that I want, like knockback or looting. I'm going to get enchantments that I don't want, like Bane of Arthropods. So instead of going through and enchanting a bunch of diamond swords, hoping for the correct enchantments, combining them in an anvil and so on, wasting a ton of diamonds, a ton of XP, I simply take the books, put it in here in the enchantment extractor. I take my diamond sword, put it in here, and using some power and the books, it takes the enchantments off of the sword and puts it on these books. Now, for the enchantments that I want to keep, I'm obviously going to keep them and will enchant the sword with those books later. The enchantments that I don't want, I can feed into the disenchantment generator, and it will eat them to create power. Now, I do have to create this disenchantment generator anyway for one of the quests here. We take a look at power generation. There it is right there. It burns enchanted items, including enchanted books, to generate RF. I have to make this anyway. I'm going to make it next time. But as you can see, now I have an unenchanted diamond sword, which once I have level 30 again. Boop. Boop, level 30. I head back to the table. I do another level 30 enchantment. And I get Bane of Arthropods again, because that is the best enchantment to get for a sword. So I then come over here to the diamond sword. I put the books in here. And there we go. So I'm going to be just doing this process again and again and again off camera with a bunch of stuff. I'm going to be doing it with my sword. I'm going to be doing it with my Paxel. I'm going to be doing with armor. I do need to make an anvil to combine some stuff. So let me go ahead and do that now that I'm thinking of it. What is it, like this? I believe it is for an anvil. Yeah, there we go. Anvil. Clong. So yeah. So for the enchantments that I get that are lower level that I want to combine, I can do this. I can just combine 2 Bane of Arthropods, for example. I'm not actually doing Bane of Arthropods, but I can combine two sharpness books, 2 sharpness 4s into a sharpness 5, and then use that to enchant my sword with sharpness 5. If I get looting 2 and I want to have looting 3 on there, I take 2 looting 2 books and I add them together to looting 3. So on and so on and so on for all the different enchantments that I can get for the sword. So sharpness, knockback, looting, sweeping edge, unbreaking, mending, reaper, XP boost. Don't care about soulbound because I'm not going to die. Don't care about the damage over time ones. Life stealing, headhunter, insight, leech, vorpal. So what this will allow me to do is over time, using XP and using lapis, is I'm going to create a set of enchantments for each of my items that I want to enchant. So for example, the swords, my sword, my Paxel, armor, as well as the come on, think of the right word. There's a word, my brain's stretching for it. Thank you. The sieves, the meshes. I'm going to spend some time off camera just enchanting and disenchanting, enchanting and disenchanting until I have all the enchantments that are possible and legal to use on an item. Once I have all those, next episode, I will make the enchantment applicator. There we go, the enchantment applicator, and use this to enchant the items that I want to have enchanted in the way and order that I want to have them enchanted. All the enchantments going in the correct order, at the correct strengths. Once again, they will all be legal enchantments that are okay to combine together. I don't have to worry about any of that. I'm not going to have a sword with sharpness and smite and bane of arthropods on it. It'll have just sharpness. I'm not going to have a pickaxe that is going to have that's going to have fortune and silk touch on it. It's just going to be one or the other. I'm also not going to have a paxel that has sharpness and looting on it, because my paxel is not a weapon, even though it could get the weapon enchantments. I want it to be a tool. It's simply going to have efficiency and fortune and unbreaking and so on. So that is going to be what I'm going to be spending beyond the chickens. That is going to be what I'm going to be spending a fair amount of time off camera, just cycling through those enchantments to get the ones I want to. So much so that I'm actually going to take this chest here, which I originally had it set aside for potions, and I'm going to set it aside for enchanting stuff. So we're even going to rename it here. Oops. There we go. So when we start up the next episode, once I'm done with the usual chickens at the beginning, I will make the enchantment applicator. I will make the fluid dictionary to convert the experience that I have in... There it is. This fluid tank, I have liquid XP in here. I will convert that into essence and then load the essence into the enchantment applicator and enchant the things that I want to have enchanted the way I want them enchanted. But until next time, thank you all so very much for watching. Sorry for the little bit of a longer episode again. Had to sidetrack a little bit with the metal press mistake. I hope you have a good day and good game.